So we're here in Chino Valley, and we are talking about the ballot questions that will be decided by voters on May 21st. And now it's finally time to talk to the town clerk, Jami Lewis, who is administrating this whole election here, and about how you get your ballot and get your votes cast. So without further ado, let's talk to Jami. Thanks for sitting down with us, Jami. The first question I wanted to ask you, we're actually in the middle of the election here in Chino Valley. So give us a sense of what that means. Voters are balloting by mail. So what does that mean practically?
It means instead of voters going to a polling place, or what we call vote centers now up here, they will get their ballot materials all in the mail. Yeah. Each individual voter gets a packet with the ballot in it, and then they can vote by mail. And all of those ballots were mailed out on April 24th. So they should have already gotten them by now. And if anybody hasn't gotten it, they can call Yavapai County voter registration for a replacement.
And they have to do that by?
May 10th is the deadline for that.
Okay. So that's important to bear in mind. If you haven't gotten your ballot already, you need to get on the phone.
Definitely.
What are some of the other key dates that'll be that voters will need to think about? I mean, there'll be a cutoff for folks who want to early vote in person, I assume.
Yes.
Maybe talk a little bit about both early voting in person and the cutoff, if you would.
There is one on-site early balloting location. It's at the Yavapai County Administration offices, where their voter registration and elections offices are, at 1015 Fair Street in Prescott. So a voter can go in there and physically vote, or they can even just drop off their ballot there. The last day, that started on April 24th, and the last day to do that is the Friday before the election, May 17th.
Okay. With respect to actually mailing back the ballot by mail,
yes.
When do folks need to get those in the mail by?
Well, they technically have all the way through the day of the election, but we recommend that they not put anything in the mail after the 15th of May. It's better to just drop things off in the ballot box at Town Hall or at the Yavapai County building. And
that's because the mail can lag. Right?
Exactly, and things can get lost, misplaced, you never know. So.
And the ballot has to be received
yes.
at the county or at the town hall ballot box or collection box.
Yes.
By 7 o'clock.
By 7 o'clock. We go out and physically lock it up.
Okay. So on election day, you wake up, you realize, hey, I've got this ballot I was supposed to vote. You fill it out, you sign it, you just got it sealed. What do you do?
It's best to just drop it off in the ballot box. Yeah. Or if you're not comfortable with that, and they're headed into Prescott, they can just drop by the county administration building, and they can either put it in their box or hand deliver it.
Okay. So one of the other things is, of course, the voters, when they get a ballot by mail, don't just get the ballot. They get a whole, really a kit to guide them through the process.
Yes.
And maybe you could talk a little bit about some of the things that they've received and what the purpose of those extra items are, those additional items are.
Okay. When they get the ballot packet, this is what the envelope looks like. And then when they open up the envelope, there's 4 things inside. There's a yellow instruction sheet, and actually there's a little sticker that they can put on once they voted and wear that. And then there's the ballot itself, which does tell you the date of the election, which is May 21st. So this is a sample, obviously. But you just fill this out, and then after it's filled out, there's an envelope here. And this is the envelope you stick your ballot in, and they have to make sure they sign it right there, because without that signature verifying their identity, the vote won't count. And then this whole packet goes into the green envelope, and this is what gets dropped in the mail or into the box.
Gotcha. So it's very important to sign these, because otherwise the county won't be able to count them. Is that
right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, and you have an opportunity to get the coveted "I voted" sticker.
Yes, exactly.
And wear it around.
Yeah.
So in addition to the ballot specific stuff, what else have voters received from the town?
Well, the first thing they got was a voter information pamphlet that has information about the voting process and pretty much covers what we talked about just now. It also has a lot of information about the ballot measures themselves, what the ballot is going to look like, and what they're going to be voting on. And then we also sent out a brochure that just distills everything down to a few simple phrases. But the nice thing about this is that because we are asking the voters to initiate a property tax, there's a calculator in here where they can plug in their home's assessed value and do the math and find out roughly estimated how much the property tax would cost them if it passes.
And when will the results of the election be available?
The county will pick up the final ballots as soon as we lock the box, and they'll take them back for processing. And they typically put the results up around 8 o'clock, 8:15 that evening.
Wow.
And it's not the final count, but it's pretty close by that time.
And people can log on to the Chino Valley
They can log
website?
on to our website at www.chinoaz.net/245, and that will take them directly to our elections page. And in the left-hand margin, there's also a link to election results, which will take them to the county site, and then they can click on the box there and look at the results.
Okay. All right. So it sounds like the most important things are, A, to make sure you have your eye on the calendar so you get your ballot delivered
Yes.
in hand by the 21st.
Yes.
That you make sure you sign that ballot. Let me ask you one other question. Can you confirm that your ballot has been received at the county?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's something you would log on to the county website to do, or call the
You would
county?
probably need to call them.
Okay. And if it's not too late, if you haven't voted by election day, as long as you deliver that ballot to either the county
Right.
or to the town hall.
Right. Just do not depend on a postmark at the post office, because even if it's postmarked before the election, if the county doesn't get it before the 21st, it won't count.
Okay.
So that's important too.
All right. Well, thank you very much, Jamie, and
You're
we'll
welcome.
look forward to hearing everybody's voice on May 21st.
Yes, we are looking forward to that.